Hey everyone, and welcome to health. Yay for being our first day in here. We are going to run health pretty much completely through your Chromebooks and through you watching videos of me teaching. So every day when you come in, you are going to sit down. Your computer should be at your desk. You're going to turn on your computer and log into Canvas. From Canvas, you'll go into the modules, and in the modules, you'll see each health lesson listed. Every day, every single day, you're going to have different parts of the lesson, okay? So you'll start with the warm-up questions, then you will take notes, you'll have wrap-up questions. At the end of the wrap-up questions, which is the end of my video of me talking, you will take a short quiz to make sure you listened. Those will be your daily participation points for the day. So you get to take the quiz once, you don't get to take it and then retry. You get one shot at taking the quiz, and that's 20 points every day for 5 days, making up 100 points for your participation grade for health. So you need to listen to me talk. You need to write down the notes. You need to do your warm-up and wrap-up questions so that you feel like you're prepared. You may use your notebook on the quiz, and the quiz won't be accessible until after you've watched the videos. So once you watch the video of me teaching and you've written down your notes, then you can take your quiz. You may use your notes on your quiz. And then from there, after the quiz, you might have a group assignment. You might have a homework assignment. Maybe not a homework assignment, but you might have an in-class assignment or something else that you are supposed to do. And that will all be talked about in the video. So the video kind of goes through everything that you're supposed to do for the day. If you have questions or you need something, raise your hand and I will come to you. All right, so we're going to talk about first setting up our notebooks for class, because you're going to write in your notebooks every single day. So you should have your notebook. If you don't have a notebook, let me know. I can see if I can help with one. So you'll have your notebook, okay? In the video every day when you come, it is going to say on the board the date and the title of the lesson. So, for example, today's date is Wednesday, November 28th. Sorry, kind of have you all over the place here. There we go. Okay, so it's Wednesday the 28th. So you opened up your notebook, okay? The very first page, on the front of this first page, okay? First page, front of the first page, you are going to put down the title and the date. So that goes on the front page at the top right here. So today's topic is health introduction. So you're just going to write down health introduction, and you can do this now with me so that you know what you're doing. I wrote it nice and big. Health introduction. Okay, so that goes at the top so that you know what this page of notes is talking about. So that's at the top. You're going to date this. Today is Wednesday, November 28th. So you're going to write that underneath your topic. Date, Wednesday, November 28th, 2018. So we have health introduction, Wednesday, November 28th, 2018 on our notebook topics. On this first page, and the first thing that you're going to see in the video, it's going to talk about the warm-up question. So you're going to do the warm-up next. So your warm-up goes right here on the first half of the page, okay? You'll go through the warm-up, and I'll get to that in just a second, and then you'll do on the back. So you'll do your warm-up on the front, okay? Then you're going to turn your page over on the back of this same page. So on the same page, like if we were to rip this page out, everything that you need for this day is on this page. You're going to take your notes, okay? So notes go on the back of your page, and this is where you'll write down all of your notes, okay? Notes is the second part of the video. The third part of the video is the wrap-up questions. You're going to flip back to the front. Warm up and wrap up are on the front side. So down at the bottom, you will answer the wrap-up questions. So you have your warm-up, you have your wrap-up, and on the back, you have your notes. So you're going to be using about a page per day. Some of you write bigger and might need a little more space, and we'll go through that if that happens to you. But about 1 page per day in health. You'll have your warm-up, then you'll take your notes on the back, and then on the bottom, you'll have your wrap-up questions, okay? So this helps you keep your notebook organized and ready to go. You have your topic at the top and the date, so you know exactly where we're at in the notebook, and you know exactly what you're looking for when it comes time to take your test, or when it comes time to do your homework, or to study, or to do a project, or whatever it is that you're doing, okay? So that is how you set up your notebook. It's pretty simple, and you should be able to do that. If you have questions, though, raise your hand, and I can come and help you. Okay, so I just said today is health introduction, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So for your warm-up, you are going to be doing, and I will flip you over here. I will not flip you over. There we go. Okay, so you're right here. This is on page 1 in your notebook. That's the first page. Ignore this top part because it's not Monday, it's Wednesday. Okay. So, what topics would you like to see us cover during health? And then make a list of class rules you think are important. So you saw on there, it said journal and list. That's really close. There we go. When I say journal, what I mean by journal is I want you to write sentences, okay? So if ever you see me say journal about a time when, or journal about this, I want you to have complete thoughts. I want it to be full sentences with punctuation, capital letters, full sentences, okay? So that's what journal means. Journal means think through it. Like, I'd like to see us have the rule of be respectful because. So that's what I mean by journal. So it says journal, oh, oops, that's not, it says journal about what topics you would like to see us cover during health. I'd like to see us cover nutrition because I feel like I don't eat very healthy. I'd like to see us cover mental health because I don't handle my stress well. So you're looking for a sentence there. I want you to write a sentence. So when you see the word journal, so when it says the word journal, okay, you are going to write sentences, okay? Then the next one says list. When I say list, I literally just want a list, like bullet points, numbers, I don't care, just a list. List some class rules that you think are important. Any class rule that you think is important, just list it down there. You can have 2, you can have 5, you can have 1, but list a couple class rules that you think are important. When you go to do your warm-up, listen or read it on the paper, what is the warm-up for the day, and then pause the video, so just click pause, and then do the warm-up. And when you're done with the warm-up, you're going to come back to the video and start again, okay? All right, so that's your warm-up for today. So if you haven't started that, go ahead and pause the video and do your warm-up. All right, welcome back from doing your warm-up because you should have paused the video and done it. You're moving on now, so turning your page over, turning to the back of your page to do the notes. You're going to write down the classroom rules for your notes today, okay? So I'm going to flip it over so that you can see it. Hopefully I'm getting better with my iPad here. Oh, I see my drink. Can't live without my drink. Okay, so our notes today. So you flipped your page over. You're on the back side. So number 1, come in, find your seat, complete the warm-up activity. Number 2, be prepared. Number 3, work cooperatively. Number 4, listen to the teacher and to your classmates. Number 5, be respectful. Number 6, no personal names. Do not share other people's personal issues. Okay? So, with these notes, it says, come in, find seat, complete warm-up activity. That means come in and get started. Get started on the video. Just log into Canvas, come in, sit down at your seat, open up your computer, get going, okay? So that is rule number 1. Like, there should be no messing around. You're not going anywhere. Just come in, sit down, get started, okay? Your notebooks and pencils and earbuds should be with you every day when you come to class. If you want to leave your pencils and your earbuds here, I will collect them in a basket, and then you can collect, or you can get those out each time that you come in. So right as you come in, if you leave your pencil and your earbuds here, then you can go to your basket, you can grab yours out, and you can go to your seat and get started, okay? Be prepared. Bring your notebook. If you don't leave your earbuds and your pencils here, bring them with you. You have to have them, so bring them. Bring your earbuds, bring your pencil, bring your notebook every day. You're gonna need them every day, okay? Bring them, absolutely. Work cooperatively. We will do some skits and we will do some group work. We will do things where we discuss with each other. So you need to be able to work together. You need to be able to work with everyone. It is a life skill. There's gonna be people in the world you don't like, but you have to be able to work with them, okay? So we're gonna work through issues. We're gonna talk about things. We're gonna figure out a way to work together. But you need to be able to be a cooperative person. Be kind, be understanding, be helpful, join in the group, do your part, all of those things. That all goes into working cooperatively, okay? Listen, like close your mouth and listen when I'm talking or when a classmate's talking. And that goes into the next one, which is being respectful. Don't blurt things out, don't scream, don't walk around, keep your hands to yourself. Be respectful of other people, be respectful of me, be respectful of the property in this room, be respectful of other people's property. If you wouldn't want it done to you or done to your stuff, don't do it to someone else. Pretty simple, okay? Be respectful. And then lastly, when we do share, don't share personal names like, oh, I know this girl who blah, 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 blah. Or let me tell you about so-and-so who does this, this, and this. No, I don't need everyone's drama. I don't need to hear about everyone else's business. You can bring up issues like, I know someone that, or I've heard about this happening. So in a general sense, absolutely, you can bring things up and you can ask questions, but don't say, you know, Maria, oh my gosh, her breath smells so bad. Like, no, we're not bringing up names like that. We're not sharing everybody's business. So we're not going to use personal names. Or I had a girl in my class once who, so very generic, very general terms where we're not yelling out people's first names and telling all their business. Okay, those are our class rules. All right, so once those are written down on the back of your first page, so your notes go here, you're writing down the 6 rules, okay? Once those are written down, and you can pause, you can rewind back to the video, and here I'll show it to you one more time. So those are the 6 rules. So if you need to pause on this page and get them written down, then you can do that. A lot of times I will show those while I'm talking so that you can write the notes down as I'm talking about the notes. Okay, now you have your wrap-up questions. Okay, so I changed the first one so it's in my handwriting. Which classroom rule do you think is most important and why? Number 2, what are some ways the people in this class are the same? And what are some ways you personally are unique? Okay. Number 1, which classroom rule do you think is most important and why? 2, what are some ways the people in this class are the same? 3, what are some ways you are unique? Again, if you need to pause and write those down, or pause and answer one and then do the others, that's fine. Take your time to get through the questions. So when we're going through health, we talk about this a lot. Everyone has some similarities. Obviously, there's things about you that make you similar to the person sitting next to you, even if you might not know it off the top of your head. There's some very common things that make you the same as the person next to you, even if it's just that you're both in Miss Johnson's health class, okay? What are some things about you that make you the same as the other people in this class, okay? You're probably also all dealing with a lot of the same struggles, the same stresses, the same amount of homework, okay, the same peer pressures. So you're alike in more ways than you think. So really contemplate that as you're going through that question. What are some ways that people in this class and you are the same? And then what are some ways that you are unique? How are you different? Okay, our first topic, as we start to get into health, we'll start to get into self-esteem and being aware of our strengths and our weaknesses. It's not our very first one, but it's one of the top ones. So it's important for you to know that, yes, you're similar to those around you, but you also are very special and very unique. And those two questions lead us into kind of our class assignment for today, which is the All About Me square, which I'll give you the directions for. So when you're done with this, when you're done with your wrap-up questions, you're going to finish the video and click next and do the quiz. So I know that you listened to my video because my talking is super important. Yay, right? Okay. So then you'll do the quiz for your 20 points for today. And then you're going to make an All About Me square when you're finished. And then the All About Me squares we're going to put up on my back bulletin board and kind of on the back wall throughout the class to get a picture of who we are as a sixth grade, who we are as a class. So it's really a lot of fun and a good way to get to know each other a little bit better, which is really good for not just your mental and emotional health, but also for your social health, to meet people who have similar interests as you. So it's kind of cool. All right, so you'll get a 1/4 of a sheet of paper, a little square. The square needs to be super colorful. You have to have your name on it, and it has to be on the front. We need to know whose square it is. So if your name is Justin, you need to write Justin on the front of the square, nice and big. You should decorate it with words or pictures or drawings displaying your interests and likes. So you're going to decorate the front of it. So you're going to get a square. Your name goes on the front, and then you're decorating it with words or pictures, drawings, whatever you want to put on the front of there that describes the things that you like and what you're interested in. So it's all about you and how amazing and how unique you are. Okay? It can be anything. And I'll bring in a couple examples and put them at the front of the room so you guys have an idea of what they look like. And then you're just going to kind of work on that. I have crayons that I can pass out for you as well, so if you need some, just raise your hand and I'll bring you some. And I will pass out the All About Me square so that everyone has them for when they're done with their quiz. Okay, that's it for today, and I am so excited to be in health. I really love teaching about these topics and getting to know you guys a little bit better. If you have questions, be sure to let me know. Please know that health is a safe place to voice any concerns or issues that you might be having with friends or at home, because we will cover a lot of personal topics while we are in here. So, all right, guys, have a great day. Bye.